Hey, if you're having any kind of blocks with revisiting your childhood trauma and certain memories you can't seem to access, or certain parts of yourself you can't remember, I want to offer some insight based on my own experience. Spirit shared with me that it was in the movies I watched and the songs that were in those movies, that if I revisited the Disney movies and the songs that I was obsessed with, I would get my answer and understand a lot about myself. So I did that. And I came across The Little Mermaid. And if you're familiar, which I'm sure you are, she wasn't happy in her environment. She didn't like it. She was misunderstood. Her father was very stern. He was kind of that, you are to be seen and not heard, right? And so because she was so misunderstood, it caused her to rebel. Because nobody would listen to her. Nobody accepted her for her. And when I listened to Part of Your World from that movie, I broke down. Because I understood in that moment why that movie resonated for me so much as a child. I didn't feel like I was part of my environment. I felt displaced, misunderstood, and I wanted so desperately to be part of my family's world. Another movie that I knew word for word and loved the music was Pocahontas. And the song Colors of the Wind. So I went back to that too. And again, I broke down and cried. Because I understood why it was that I knew every word. Colors of the Wind is about spirit. She's singing the song to John Smith, saying, you think I'm the ignorant savage, but yet there's so much you don't know. Because I know every rock, tree, and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. And I realized in that moment, and actually memories came back. And I specifically remember as a child telling those around me, like, hey, the birds said this, and the trees told me this, and, you know, I was just so much into nature and very imaginative, right? Only now I realize it wasn't imagination at all. I was very connected to spirit. So what I'm saying is, the answer is in the movies you used to watch as a child. If you're having blocks, if you feel like you're unable to access certain memories, it's probably a good thing, right? Start with the movies and the music. Slowly. Take it as you can handle it. And I think that might really help you understand how you felt and why you felt the way you did at such a young age. And when you cry and you break down like I did, because Let's face it, that's going to be inevitable. I want you to hug yourself. And I mean, really hug yourself. And acknowledge that the people around you weren't necessarily trying to harm you. They just didn't understand you. You've never been broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just different. And that's good, because we're supposed to be different. We are not meant to be exactly the same. Everybody is born with special gifts. We all have gifts. We can all communicate with spirit. Every single one of us. And no, you don't have to go speak to a shaman. You don't have to go talk to a guru. Go pay a bunch of money, for somebody that has all this wisdom and knowledge. No, you don't have to do that. It's free. Everything you need to heal, to be successful, to learn how to love yourself is already within you. So start there. Go back to the movies. And please take your time. It's not a race. You can take your time. I don't know why things sometimes happen to us. But I do know that sometimes the ones that were given the hardest cards to play were truly set apart from the rest of the world and really meant to change the whole planet. And yes, I said that. The ones that have faced the most adversity, the most challenges, the most destruction in their lives, those are your real light bringers. Those are the real game changers. Those are the real breadwinners. So smile. Give yourself a hug. Because you, my love, are resilient. And you're so much more than a conqueror. You are destined for so many great things. You just have to heal. It's going to be okay. It really is. Even when we think it's not. I promise you, you can always find at least one positive thing from every horrible thing you've ever been through or experienced. Hope this helps. Namaste.